Good evening, everyone. Now that we are well fed and sitting down, now we're ready to begin our presentation portion of the program. For those of you who don't know me, I am Executive Lieutenant Teresa Young. I am the Lieutenant to the Chief of Police, and I've been with the department for 16 years. And I have to say that this is by far the best program that our community police unit puts on. This is the second year. This is the second year that we have done this program since taking the helm of the community policing, along with Sergeant Tomasino, Officer Simon, Officer Hendricks, and our preceding officers who have since retired. But this is by far one of the best programs that we have, and I am honored that you all chose to spend your Tuesday afternoons or Tuesday evenings with us. It is my great and sincere pleasure to welcome you all to this graduation ceremony of the Southfield Police Department's Citizen Police Academy. Tonight we celebrate not only the completion of the comprehensive and engaging program, but also the strong partnership that continues to grow between our department and the community that we serve. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge and express our gratitude to the leadership of the Southfield Police Department. Please join me in recognizing Chief Alvin Barron, whose vision and dedication to the community policing program continue to strengthen the bond between the officers and the citizens. A heartfelt thank you as well also to Deputy Chief Jeffrey Jagelski, who oversees our patrol division, and Deputy Chief Aaron Hughley for, stand please. And our heartfelt thank you for their steadfast support and commitment to excellence throughout this program. Without these three leaders here, this program could not exist. I also want to spend a very special thank you to Officer Simon and Officer Hendricks, who, along with our outstanding training cadre, brought unmatched level of energy, professionalism, and expertise to each session. Their dedication turned each week into an interactive and informative experience that truly embodied the spirit of this academy. If I could please get a round of applause for Officer Simon and Officer Hendricks. Over the course of this program, participants had the opportunity to explore the many facets of modern policing, from precision and attention to detail in crime scene investigation to hands-on lessons in defensive tactics, where I'm sure you guys all enjoyed watching Officer Simon get beat up. These lessons were carefully designed to offer real-world insight into the challenges and responsibilities that officers face every day. And I really, truly hope that it opened your eyes to what our officers go through, hour by hour, minute by minute. Our canine demonstration was a crowd favorite from what I understand. Not only did this allow you to see the incredible skill and intelligence of our canine partners, but also the deep bond that they have with their handlers. I also understand that the drone demonstration was a highlight. You got to see our tools that we use and how our technology has evolved to help us enhance public safety and our situational awareness. The drones were a terrific addition to our department. So to our graduates, I want to thank you for dedicating your time, curiosity, and open minds to this experience. Your participation helps foster a greater understanding and transparency and trust, which are the cornerstones to not only the Southfield Police Department's community policing, but to community policing as a whole. We are proud of each and every one of you, and we encourage that you take what you've learned and continue to be ambassadors for not only the Southfield Police Department, but for law enforcement in general. Again, congratulations once again. Thank you for being a part of this important journey. And now I'd like to turn the podium over to Chief Barron.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm excited this evening for a variety of reasons. But before I get into those reasons, I want to acknowledge the great lieutenant who spoke. She spoke about everyone else, but the leadership that she demonstrates as well exudes in this program. So you give her a round of applause. I also want to recognize members of our city council who took the time out of the day to join us. And we have standing with us Councilwoman Yolanda Haynes. As some of you saw, Mayor Brightwell Councilman Brightwell was here, and also Mayor Siver was here, but they had another engagement. They had to step out. But give them a round of applause, too. And then secondly, Teresa touched on it, but these two deputy chiefs, I mention all the time, I lead this great organization, but without the support of two great deputy chiefs, Jagelski and Hughley, we couldn't get this done. Give them a round of applause. And so during this 9-week program that you all went through, we also have members of the Southfield Police Department who also took the time to sit in on this program. And some of you discovered that very early on, some of you didn't. But for the sake of the room, will Shandira Dawson and Miss Ogletree, Keisha Ogletree, stand and be recognized? And keep standing for a moment, because I'm going to make a big deal out of this. You talk about people inside of the organization are civilian employees who understood the value, although they are part of our organization, but understood the value in going through a program so that they too can learn the innermost workings of the police department. Shan works for me. She's my executive assistant. Does a tremendous job. When you see all these decorations, she was able to assemble a team with our community police officers and really put all this on. And so give her another round of applause for what she's done for that. And then Keisha is the executive assistant for both the deputy chiefs, and she's been really new in her position. She spent time at the records department, but was promoted to this position and has been taking the ground off running too. So thank you as well for participating. And I'm gonna also brag on the members of this agency, particularly Grace Novak. Grace Novak is a Southfield police officer. Grace, please stand and be recognized. And when I brag on Southfield police officers, generally in our world, there is a separation between your family interacting with police events. But you'll find in the city of Southfield Police Department, many of our police officers' families come to our events and not only come, support, and take leadership roles. And so for purposes of this class, Grace had her mom, her dad, her aunt, and her uncle come here and sit for this 9-week program. Get our whole family a round of applause. And we must talk about these community police officers, starting with the Sergeant Lawrence Tomasino, certainly Tim Simon and Steve Hendricks. As you all know, have put a lot of energy into this, a lot of passion to this to make this a very successful program. And we couldn't be more excited about our community police officers leading the way to make sure we stand leaps and bounds from any other police department. So give our community team a round of applause. Also joining us today, Sergeant Reginald Beasley, a good friend of mine from the Detroit Police Department, who has families come in. So please stand, Sergeant Reginald Beasley. And one thing I want to acknowledge about him, he understood also, his family here also understand the importance of this program, as he himself is involved with a lot of critical scenes, as he's a sergeant over the homicide task force, which carries a tremendous amount of responsibility and stress. So thank you as well. And for the great food that we all just took in, please, a special recognition for Creole Catering and Maddie Mae's Modern Miracles, Munches. Great food. It is a miracle, isn't it? It is a miracle. So one thing about this program, you are all now ambassadors for the Southfield Police Department, but not just the Southfield Police Department. You're also ambassadors for police departments across the country. Why? Because now you have firsthand knowledge of standard police policies, practices. You'll find in this field of policing, many people don't really understand why we do the things that we do. And therefore, rumors, misunderstanding, perceptions will often drive the narrative of police day-to-day operations. But now there will be a moment, now that you all went through this course, where you'll hear someone say something that's not necessarily accurate. And now you'll be able to say, well, wait a minute. I sat through a 9-week program and we covered this very topic. And here's why the police departments do what we do. So again, I'm just very excited the fact that you all now have the opportunity to support us in many different facets, because this job is not easy. And we talk about bonding with the community policing philosophies. This right here is a foundation of what it means to be a community partner, a community mind police department, and that's what we foster here in the Southfield Police Department.
At this time, I'd like to call up Chief Barron in order to present our graduates with their diplomas. Deputy Chief Jagelski, Deputy Chief Hughley, Officer Simon.
The microphone. It was very important that we picked the right person to do this. Certainly, as I mentioned before, someone inside of the organization who wanted to step up and present this speech from a different perspective. We appreciate you having courage to do this. Without further ado, Shan, do your thing.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, I'm Shandira Dawson, and I am so honored to be here today to share my experience as a participant in the Southfield Police Department Citizens Academy. I have truly enjoyed this experience with all of you. Over the course of this program, I've learned so much about the daily responsibilities, challenges, and realities that our police officers face. Before joining the Academy, I had a general understanding of law enforcement due to the administrative position I hold within this great department under such great leadership with Chief Barron and our Deputy Chiefs Jagelski and Hughley, who lead by example, even going out themselves at times, making arrests in their command officer positions, and working with so many great co-workers and truly friends like Lieutenant Young, Sergeant Tomasino, Officer Simon and Hendricks, who did an amazing job putting this program together for us, and I think that we all can give them, please, a round of applause. And also, of course, my class partner, Ms. Ogletree. Even though these things are very valuable to me, nothing compares to the hands-on learning and insights I've gained from seeing this process up close and personal. From day one, we were introduced to the range of duties officers perform, from investigative procedures and follow-up within court services, defensive tactics, K-9, SWAT, the Honor Guard, how routine traffic stops are performed, to responding to emergency situations, and even handling difficult, high-pressure scenarios with crime scene processing and the firearms training scenarios. Something that was so intriguing to me was the advancement in technology that this department has adapted. It has truly, truly evolved. I have been here with this department for 29 years as of this coming July. So I was here before computer-generated reports, where the officers had to handwrite their reports using black ink, and they had to press really hard because of the 3-page carbons. And now we have drones that see distances that were just mind-blowing to me, and body-worn cameras. The training that these officers receive is phenomenal, and it's reflected in how skilled they are in serving this community and even how they handle themselves personally. We also received insight and training from the fire department, and with the chief judge from the 46th District Court, and the partnership that these entities share with the police department. What really stood out to me in all of this, though, was the level of professionalism, critical thinking, and physical endurance that officers must maintain in every single moment. It's not just about enforcing the law, it's about protecting and serving the community, often in situations that are very unpredictable and dangerous. We also had the opportunity to engage with the officers directly, hearing their personal stories and challenges. They shared their motivations for joining the police department, their goals. They talked a little bit about their families and the ways they maintain mental and emotional resilience in such a demanding job. I think I can speak for all of us when I say we all have a deeper appreciation for the dedication, the sacrifice, and compassion that goes into each officer's workday. One of the most valuable lessons for me was understanding the importance of community policing, building trust, fostering open communication, and ensuring that officers are not just seen as enforcers, but as part of the community's fabric. I have an even greater respect now than I did before how officers navigate balancing law enforcement with the need to maintain positive relationships with the people that they serve. In conclusion, this experience has truly been eye-opening for me, not just in understanding the complexities of police work, but reinforcing the idea that law enforcement is truly a partnership with the community. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, and I leave with a greater respect and love for our officers and the vital role that they play in keeping our community safe. And my continuous prayer daily is that they always remain safe in doing so. Thank you.
Well, that was an outstanding speech, and I think she spoke for many of you as you heard those words that she did recite. So thank you, Shan, for again representing the class, your favorite class, with a whole 26 members. So also our council president joined us. Where are you, council president? There we go. Council President Ari Mandelbaum. In fact, I'm going to inject a part of the program. The mayor had to leave out, but the president of council, come on up and say a few words to our audience. Yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations on your graduation from the Citizens Academy. On behalf of the council, we want to congratulate you and thank you for participating. As Shandera mentioned, community policing is a very important part of our organization. And what you have completed, what you have done going through the academy and learning more about our police department and how they operate and how things work, now your job is to not only join the Citizens Advisory Board with the chief, but to spread that knowledge in the community and educate your neighbors, your friends, your relatives about how the Southfield Police Department operates, how we're there for everyone that comes into our city and what we do on a daily basis. I hope that you gained a better understanding of how the department works and what all of our officers do day in and day out in protecting everyone that comes into our city, our residents, our visitors, our business partners, and what the city does to try to keep them safe with the drones and with the body cameras and with all the other excellent training and equipment that we give them here in the city. So thank you for taking the time out of your schedules. Was it, I think, once a week for 6-8 weeks, something like that. Unfortunately, my schedule is never free enough to to join the Citizens Academy. I need a crash course maybe, but it's a big investment and an opportunity that, as the city council encourages, and we're glad that Chief Barron takes that opportunity to do this annually and give that opportunity to more residents to understand what the city does. So thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you, President. And Teresa, we're going to move on with the most important part.
Now it's time. Tequila Beasley, I'm sorry, Tequila Beasley, am I saying your name right? Tequila Beasley, okay.
Congratulations.
Lawrence Black. Teresa Butler. Shandira Dawson. Lisa Dedillion. Gregory Dedillion. Joseph Dubrowski. Linda Gooden. Marcia Gregory. Sydney Hughes. Glenn, and I'm sorry, I'm probably going to butcher your last name. Glenn LaPastor? LaPastorda? Ah. Many apologies.
I know it's me. Congratulations.
James LeBeau. Is he not here? Okay. Raphael McDaniel.
Man.
Please be advised that the library will close in 30 minutes. If you need to print out information in the cafeteria, get a library card or a call.
Gwenda Mitchell. Tamika Morgan. Ron Novak. Chrissy Novak. Keisha Ogletree. Aditya Penchal. Ola Russ.
Beautiful.
Janelle Smith. Jaysha Solomon. Stephanie Webb. Brandon Wynn. Constance Wynn.
Chief, can you hold for two? I'm gonna do this one in their phone. There we go.
I'd like to give a big round of applause to our 2025 Citizens Police Academy graduates. At this time, I do have one request from Officer Hendricks, and that is to please bring me your camera. And at this time, I would like to bring up Ron Novak.
What do you want me, Ron?
Oh, actually,
You want
Tim, where's Tim?
Tim, put down your camera too. Just click it and it'll start taking pictures. It's dark though. You gotta get close.
So guys, if you could just step over on this side of the dais, and then Chrissy, if you could stand right next to these handsome lads over there.
Absolutely.
Thank you. First of all, on behalf of the class of 2025, I'd like to thank Chief Barron for making this very important program available. So let's give it one more time to the chief. And we also like to have a special thank you to Steve and Tim. Their hard work, enthusiasm, and dedication to law enforcement has turned out 24 goodwill ambassadors in this world war against villainy. So thank you, guys. So we have gotten you some gifts, and we'd like for you to take a look at what we got you.
We reading the cards first, or?
Well,
Well, we all sign the cards.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It could take a while.
I hope you recognize who those guys are.
You want us to do the stepbrother pose again?
Book them down.
Please.
Right, the original one.
Thank you, guys.
So you're now realizing we're making this into a Hawaii 5-0 theme, right, gang? So I emailed the chief, a couple weeks ago, and I said I was wondering if I could present these gifts on the behalf of the class, but also have a couple of Hawaii 5-0 trivia questions. And I noticed that many of us are baby boomers. Am I right, guys? So you remember this series? All right. So what we'd like to do first, as a gesture of appreciation to our officers present, I'd like to give them an opportunity to answer the question first. And if they can't answer the question, I'll defer to my classmates. And Carol Merrill on my left has some really cool Hawaii 5-0 swag to give out to those who answer the questions correctly. So the first question is, how did the Hawaii 5-0 unit get its name? If the police officers, anyone know, raise their hand.
Can I guess?
Yes, you may guess.
5 Hawaiian Islands?
No?
You're close. You're getting close. Any other guesses?
Wasn't it from the engine of the Ford Crown Vics that they drove?
No, unfortunately not. I was going to do a Ford Motor Car Hawaii 5-0 quiz, but I thought that was going to be a little bit too difficult of a question. So I'm going to defer to any of my classmates. Does anyone know why the unit was called 5-0?
The precinct?
No? Lawrence? Was that a radio call? No. Any other guesses? No. One last question. Yes?
It was 5 members?
No, it was called Hawaii 5-0 because Hawaii is the 50th state of the Union.
I know, I got them all wrong.
Here comes another good one, gang. Why are Honolulu police cars painted blue and white?
Because they're Lions fans.
Yes.
You're halfway there, Councilman.
No, but, and why white?
Where the
And what does the white symbolize?
waves?
The waves, the ocean waves, the surf waves?
No,
Sky, okay.
Grace, help us out.
She doesn't know.
you got it.
I think that, I'll
It-
split, I'll give them each one.
Give them each one. Yep. You are correct. The blue is symbolized the Pacific Ocean. The white symbolizes the sugar sand of Waikiki Beach. Next question. What famous California surf band popularized the theme to Hawaii 5-0?
This was a hard one.
You're on the right track, but
Wasn't it, Dick?
Dick Dale and the
Yeah, was
Deltones,
it Dick-
you're on the right track.
Dale, not Dick Dale.
Any of my classmates have an idea?
It's too hard.
I'm sorry,
That was a hard one.
okay.
That's your era.
The answer is the Ventures. If you remember the Ventures.
Shandira said it.
She did? Okay. Now, before I answer any, or ask any more questions, how many more buttons do we have left? Okay, we're good. All right. Was Steve McGarrett ever married? Yes or no?
Yes. I'll say
I'm posing this to the police officers first and then to my classmates. Was
Yes, he
Steve?
was, yes.
You are incorrect. If you refer back to the first season of Hawaii Five-0, Steve was out at an old flame, and she asked him, "Do you think you ever get married to me one day?" Steve was very reluctant to answer that question, and she says, "I know, you're married to the state of Hawaii." So there, he was never married. Okay, this one is a famous question. I'm sure easy, anyone can get this one. In the famous phrase that ended most episodes, "Book 'em Dano," what was the charge for 80% of the crimes?
Homicide?
What was the term that they would use versus homicide?
187?
Like,
Dano. And then, what did he call it?
you're on, right on, Chief, with homicide, but there was a specific term he would use.
Murder?
Give him the button. He would say, "Book 'em, Dano, murder one." So, but I just want to say, I feel that I made many new friends with attending the police academy, and I've enjoyed
think
every
we all
minute
did.
of it. And thank you very much for inviting us. We really had a ball. Thank you.
So we do want to take a photo of the class, the entire class. If you could join us up front for a class photo with the deputy chiefs and staff and I, please, the class photo. 1, 2,